Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Well, isn't this box just so cute? It is called a Gable box, and the reason it's called a Gable box is because when you turn it on the side, it has the gable roof look to it. And this box is actually pretty big. It measures 9 inches tall, 3.5 inches wide, and then it's 2 inches deep. So it will hold a lot of goodies and whatnots that you might want to give to your sweetie for Valentine's Day, or change out the papers, and this can be used for any occasion. Let's set it to the side and make it. So to make this project, we're going to need a piece of plain cardstock or decorative cardstock that measures 11 by 12. And on the 11-inch side, we're going to score this at 2, at 6.5, and at 8.5. And then we'll turn it, and on the 12-inch side, we're going to score at 3.5, at 5.5. 5.5 mark never wants to work right. At 9, and at 11. And we can put our scoreboard away for just a little while because we won't be needing it. And then what we'll need to do is fold and burnish on our score lines. Couple more. Okay, so what we'll end up with is on the side, you're going to end up with a narrow strip on one side when you've got the paper facing you and it is the 12-inch side of the paper. You're going to end up with a narrow side here and then a wide side here. On the narrow side, we need to get rid of a few of these panels. So you're going to need to get rid of the one at the bottom, and then you're going to need to get rid of the two at the top. So we will simply cut those out. Clean that up just a little bit. Mark, my cutting was a little bit off. And then we'll get rid of this one. And then what we're going to do is come in and we're going to cut up all of the score lines at the top and all the score lines at the bottom. So we're going to cut straight up and down. So we're going to cut up to, and I'm just going to angle cut because these are the bottom panels. So it's easier when I cut at an angle. And I'm just cutting up to that first score line. And then I'm just going to go ahead and kind of angle this end piece just a little bit. Move that out of the way. And then I'll turn it. And I'm simply going to come up here and do a straight cut so that this is straight, and then I'll come back to this one here and just slightly angle cut it because it's going in. And then again, I will do a straight cut. And then I'll angle cut the tab. And then I'm going to do another straight cut. And and then I will have this left. So what I'm going to do so that I can remove the sides here is I am going to go ahead now and just cut straight through to the next score line. So when I started cutting, I stopped at the first one, and now I'm going to cut to the second one. And this is what you're left with. So what we'll do now is we will take the two narrow pieces and we're going to fold those down. So you'll have something that ends up looking like this. So we're going to fold these down and we're going to keep them because they'll help to reinforce and stabilize the sides of our box. So we're just going to glue those into place. And just fold it down and then work the glue in. We're going to do the same thing to this one. We'll fold it down and just work that glue in. Okay, so then we're left with this. And what I want to do at this point is I want to go ahead and just place some pieces of chipboard or cardboard on these panels here just to stabilize them and make them a little bit more sturdy. So here's the deal with chipboard and cardboard. You cut them the same way. The goal is with the chipboard is to start out with as straight of a piece as possible when you're placing it in your cutter, and then you can cut it down to size and you can use it in place of chipboard if you don't have access to chipboard. Now for me, I'm not crafting with cardboard because I don't prefer cardboard. I prefer chipboard because it is a much stronger material than the cardboard. It is not as flexible and it's not as easy to bend as cardboard is. So for those of you who have sent me messages asking me to do demonstrations of how to use chipboard versus cardboard, it's the same process. You just need to make sure you have a straight edge to cut against, and then you need to cut out pieces to put inside of your project. And the pieces that I'm placing on the inside here measure 3 3/8 by 4 3/8. And then all I'm going to do is glue them down. Okay, and this one, we're going to hold off on putting that on there because the first thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and glue the box together. So we place our one end that's next to the glue line, and then we put our box together. And I'm going to go on the inside and just kind of smooth this down a little bit and get that glue stuck. Okay, so now I can fold in my sides and just glue my box together. Let me just bring that up. And I'll burnish the bottom. And now I can take this piece and place it on the inside. Put some more glue on it first. So then I'll take this one and just slide it into place there. And now I've got a very strong box. The sides are reinforced because I folded them over. And then the top part, I'm going to also add some chipboard to this middle section here. What I'm going to do is take 2 small pieces of chipboard that measure 1 7/8 by 3 3/8 and just place it on the inside. So let me just do this. Get my other scrap piece and do this one. And I'm going to just cut off the excess paper at the top and bottom. But I do want to keep the side paper because I'm going to wrap it around so that the sides look nice and neat. And then I'll just fold those over and work that glue into the chipboard as well as the paper. And then let's go ahead and do the other one so that we can place these down at the same time. And you can place unfinished chipboard or cardboard inside of the box at the top if you want. I just decided that I would use something decorative so that it would just give it a more finished look. All right, so let's place these down, and all I'm going to do is place some glue on the back. And then I'll put them down. I'm going to come in with my bone folder and just kind of put a little pressure on that to make sure that stays down. And then I'll do the same thing with this one. Just going to give it a nice little gluing. And then I'll stick it down. And all I'm doing is placing it in between the score marks so that my box will fold and bend properly. So there you can see how on the side it's already got the gabled look to it. So now what I want to do is go ahead and punch my hole. And to punch my hole, I am going to use this punch here from Marvy. I don't remember the diameter of the oval, but all I'm going to do is sit it in and punch. And then I'll do the same thing over here. I am placing it in for me until it hits the guide, the stopping piece here. And then I'm eyeballing it and punching. So as you can see, it matches up pretty good. Now what I want to do is I want to round my edges. And to round my edges, I am going to use my chomper. And I am going to use it on the 1/2 inch setting. And you can round your edges with scissors as well, just cut in a circular motion. Okay, so there we have it. And now we can start to decorate this box. And what I'm going to use to go around this to pull in some color is because I'm working with a red and black and white theme this week for men. I am simply going to use this strip of paper here, and all I'm going to do is glue it down . pick it up, center it on top and bottom of this section here, and then I'll just smooth it down. And pull it around and get it down. And then I'll go back and I'll start putting more pressure on it to get it stuck. Okay, so I'm just going to work this in just to make sure that it's nice and stuck. Which it is. So now what I want to do is I want to take some ribbon, just like I did on this one, and just run it through the middle. And the way that I'm going to do that is with some double-sided tape. So I'm just going to start it here and wrap it around. Try to wrap it around straight if I can. And I will end it right here because it's going to be covered with a rosette, so my ribbon, where I've got the ribbon joined, it won't show. So let me just get this stuck down, lift this up, and then I'll take my ribbon and cut off a piece. And I'm going to start it right here so that you can definitely see the words love on the front. And then I'm just going to wrap it around and just let the tape catch it. And then I'll cut this off. Not going to worry about adding any adhesive there because I will be putting down this rosette here. So all I'm going to do is add some glue to the back of the rosette and just place it like so. I'm going to add just a little bit more glue because I don't think I got it stuck good enough. There. Let me hold that in place for just a second. And now it's stuck. Okay, so we've got this, and I am going to now place a sticker, and I'll use my sticker pack, and I'm going to place the same love sticker on here that I have on the other box, which is this one, and I'm going to place it right here in the middle. And then I will take my ribbon and let me put it in so that the words are facing the right direction. And I'm going to tie a bow right here at the top. And then let me just turn that around. Going to nip off just a little bit. And because this is the type of ribbon that will fray, I am going to just lightly place some heat towards the end of the ribbon, and it'll cause the fibers to melt, and then they won't fray anymore. So there, we have got a really cute Gable box to go with this one. And I think that they are both just so cute and perfect for giving a gift to a man. So I hope that you guys like this project. And if you like the video, please hit the like button now. And if you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. We have tons of fun and we do wonderful projects. So give this one a try, have fun with it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.